I often hear in my work leaders and managers that just want to avoid conflict. They believe conflict is bad and they don't want that kind of energy spreading in the team. But let me tell you what. There is two types of conflict. There is a constructive conflict and there is the destructive conflict. And how do you know which one is? Well, if you notice that the conflict that you want to avoid, it's around idea, it's around project, it's around technical solution, it's around things that should be debated in order to make sure that the best idea wins. That's the kind of healthy conflict. But when people start to send arrows at each other, start to maybe criticize each other and take things personally, that becomes destructive. Now, if you're familiar with Patrick Lencioni's work, he shares that there are 5 dysfunctions of a team, and most teams have a different level of each of these 5s. But he says that you can't really go to have productive results and consistent results unless you have some kind of healthy conflict in the team, healthy debate. And he calls this dysfunction to be the fear of conflict. But the fear of conflict actually stands on and relies on people trusting each other. So if there is a conflict arising in your team, make sure you understand, is this about a technical solution that people are trying to debate and this will lead to us finding the best solution and probably innovation and the best ideas? Or is this conflict around politics and people trying to cover their backs or trying to blame someone else or trying to avoid responsibility? Because if that's the case, then probably the reason why that happens is because there is some kind of lack of trust in the team. Maybe the people do not know each other well, they don't trust each other well enough. And so instead of you focusing on avoiding that conflict or even dealing with that conflict, you want to look at what's the underlying cause for this conflict. And many times it's probably around the lack of trust. People don't trust each other to the level that they know, if I'm challenging you because I want to serve you, I want the best for you. I'm not challenging you because I want to put you down. So I know this is not easy, but pay attention what kind of conflict that is, and is that the constructive conflict that we need? And try to get comfortable with it. Don't avoid it. Not all conflicts need to be avoided.